Hello and welcome to Kafka tutorial at Learning Journal. In the previous session, we learned synchronous and asynchronous commit. But both of these methods were used to commit the latest offset. In this session, we will cover committing a particular offset and also learn about rebalance listener. Let me give you an example. Suppose we have a situation where we got a lot of data using the poll method, and it is going to take some reasonable time to complete the processing for all of the records. If you are taking a lot of time to process your records, you will have two types of risks. The first risk is the delay in next poll because you are busy processing data from the last call. If you don't poll for a long, the group coordinator might assume that you are dead and trigger a rebalance activity. You don't want that to happen, right? Because you were not dead, you were computing. The second risk is also related to rebalancing. The coordinator triggers a rebalance activity for some other reason while you were processing an extensive list of messages. In both the cases, rebalance is triggered either because you didn't poll for a while or something else went wrong. Your current partitions will be taken away from you and assigned to some other consumer. In such case, you will want to commit whatever you have already processed before the ownership of partition is taken from you. And the new owner of the partition is supposed to start consuming it from the last committed offset. How can you do this? Obviously, you will need to know at least two things. How to commit a particular offset so you can keep committing intermediate offsets instead of having committed the current offset in the end. How to know that a rebalance is triggered so you can commit whatever you already processed. The synchronous and asynchronous commit that we learned earlier is committing the latest offset given by the last poll. We don't want that. I will show you an example that will maintain a current offset of processed records and commit the current offset when a rebalance is triggered. The answer to the second question is simple. Kafka API allows us to specify a consumer rebalance listener class. This class should have two methods, onPartitions_revoke and onPartitions_assigned. The API will call the onPartitions_revoked method just before it takes away your partitions. So this is where you can commit your current offset. The API will call the onPartitions_assigned method right after the rebalancing is complete and before you start consuming records from the new partitions. In this example, we don't have anything to do with this method, but there are scenarios when you may want to use this method. We will discuss that situation in the next session. First of all, let's look at the complete example code. I have created this new producer for this example. I am not going to explain the producer in detail because we have already learned almost everything about producers and you already understand the code. This producer will send data to the topic named random producer topic. I have already created this topic and it has two partitions. If you look at these two send method calls, you will notice that we are sending the first message to partition 0 and then next message to partition 1. I am making these calls in an infinite loop, so the producer will keep sending data to both of the partitions. This flow of continuous messages to both of the partitions will help us simulate a rebalance and understand the behavior of consumers. Now let us look at the consumer. You already know how to create a consumer, right? The first step is to set up all necessary properties. The second action is to instantiate a consumer object and subscribe to the topics. The final step is to poll the messages in a loop and process them. But in this example, we want to implement a rebalance listener. So let's first understand the responsibilities of the listener. we want it to take care of two things. Maintain a list of offsets that are processed and ready to be committed. Commit the offsets when partitions are going away. Okay, so we want to maintain our personal list of offsets instead of relying on the current offsets that are managed by Kafka. This list will give us a complete freedom on what we want to commit, right? We will look at the code for a listener in a minute, but let's see how we are using it in our consumer. So we instantiate a listener object. The listener should have access to the consumer object for executing a commit. And that's why we provide a consumer reference to the listener. Then this listener object is given to the Kafka on a subscribe method call. By doing this, we make sure that Kafka will invoke the listener's onPartitions_revoked method. So far so good. We have set up a rebalance listener and Kafka will invoke the listener before taking our partitions, and we will conveniently commit before we lose them. The rest is simple. The poll method will fetch some records. We process them one by one in the for loop. After processing each message, we tell our listener that this particular offset is ready to be committed. The listener will not commit them immediately. It will just maintain a list of latest offsets per topic per partition that it should commit. Okay, so once you finish processing all of the messages and ready to make the next poll, you should commit the offsets and reset the list. So that's it for the consumer. Let's look at the code for the listener. So here is the code for the listener. Your listener class must implement this interface. Consumer rebalance listener. Then I have a private variable to store the reference to the consumer. The constructor will set this variable. Then I have another variable of type map. This variable is to maintain the offsets. Topic name and partition number is the key for the map data structure. So it will just keep the latest offset for the topic and partition. That's how the map data structure works, right? You add an item on the key and it replaces the old one. I hope you already understand that. We have these three methods to handle the map of offsets. These are straightforward and I don't think they need any explanation. The onPartitions_assigned method will print the list of partitions that are assigned. We don't have anything else to be done in this method. The onPartitions_revoked method will also print the list of partitions that are going away. Then it will commit and reset the list. That's it. Now it's time to execute the example and show you the effect of rebalancing. Okay. So I have already created the topic with two partitions. Now I just need to start the producer in one terminal and consumer in another terminal. The producer will make sure that the consumers will have some data to read. Okay, now let's start a consumer. Good. So you can see that this consumer has got both the partitions, partition 0 and partition 1. That's because this is the only consumer, so it should read both the partitions. Now if you start another consumer, what should happen? I think following activities will take place. A rebalance will be triggered because you have a new consumer and it should have some partitions to read. Kafka will revoke all the partitions from the first consumer because the list of consumers in a group is modified. Then both of the consumers will get new partition assignment and each of them should get one partition. So let's do it. Great. So you can see that Kafka revoked both the partitions. But before losing them, we committed both the partitions. Our rebalance listener has taken care of the commit. So this is the new partition assignment. What happened to the other partition? Well, as expected, the new consumer got the other one. Good. So if you kill one of these, what will happen? You know it, right? Another rebalance activity will be triggered, and Kafka will assign both the partitions to the surviving consumer. You can try that yourself. That's it for this session. Stay subscribed so the new lessons keep flowing to you. Thank you for watching Learning Journal. Keep watching and keep growing.